6 of The Rhythm of Our Hearts, 30 Days of Stories, Connection, and Conversation. It is our daily countdown to connection, healing, and belonging when we're in community. And it's so important for us to have community. And I am so glad that you're here. To connection. So you did hear my phone for a second. Today we're looking at healing isn't always quiet. And when you think about that, what comes to your mind when you think about healing? And if you're here, please go ahead and drop that into the chat. Or if you catch this on replay, if you can share that in replay, that would be awesome. And we would love to know your insight. We have one at the eyeball, so we do have a friend with us. So please say hello with your name. That would be so we can say hello back. Some of us think about healing as being a quiet experience, and it's not always quiet. When we're getting ready, or when we're in the process of healing, it's usually because there's a catalyst. And that catalyst, for me, there's usually anger. Depending on where I'm at on the healing journey, there's the anger before we get to the epiphany, before we roll over into the aha. And then sometimes rolling into the aha can take weeks, can take months, could take years. But if you are on that continuous healing journey, the time that it takes to go ahead and experience, hey, Jamie, thank you, Chris. Apparently I've used all my highlights and followers for this week. So thank you. Thank you for being here. So I don't know if you caught the question, but what comes to your mind when you think of healing? And the name of this episode is Healing Isn't Always Quiet. And we're in the 26th day of the countdown until the event. All right. And we're adding a friend to the stream, and hopefully she can get her camera on. Jamie says she's going through that right now. Did you want to share a little bit about that? And you don't have to, of course. So I imagine a lot of people think about, the sound of silence. That's really important, and a huge component for me is the sound of silence, and especially the song. Peace, relaxation, and at some point in the healing process, you do feel that. For me, the first start is, like I said earlier, is usually anger. And I don't know why I cry when I'm angry, but I do. Hey, Kath, welcome. So I cry when I get mad. And usually that's the catalyst to some form of integration of behavior change. Another healing moment is laughter. So again, if you have what comes to your mind when you think of healing, go ahead and drop it into the chat. When we laugh, we heal. Jamie shares, after my mom passed, I'm feeling so much anger, yet a relief that I can finally take care of myself. I've been crying a lot. I wish I could hug you. And speaking of which, I will be in your neck of the woods next month in July. So I will reach out and see if we can connect. So, yeah. Hey, Mike, welcome. I'm glad you found it. So laughter those big belly laughs where your whole body shakes. And sometimes you have to pee, or maybe you do pee. And then there's your whole body moves. And that's an important part of bringing that healing into yourself. Kathleen says, healing, a quiet inner peace, a figuring out. Yes. Jamie says, yes, I'll be seeing you. Awesome. When you're laughing, your nervous system resets. And that's what you want, is so that whatever is that first indicator for you that you're going to experience a change, again, mine is anger. And if you reflect on yours, everybody who's in the audience and those who come on replay, drop what you experience into the chat. Kathleen says, hi, Jamie Reyes, big hugs, my friend. So sometimes healing looks like tears. Again, I cry when I'm mad, so they're interconnected. So if it's mad because something is just upsetting me, and usually, again, this is a catalyst for change. Mike says, healing feels pain-free. Kath says she gets quiet. Do you get quiet when you're angry or when you're healing, Kathleen? The tears come not because you're broken. I don't ever believe anyone is broken. We're wounded. To me, that there's a difference in that, and it could be somatics. But when someone is broken, there's the opportunity to go into kintsugi, and you come back into a whole. And the kintsugi is the Japanese art form of putting gold or a gold filler into pieces of ceramic to create a new piece of art. And that is part of what I do from a perspective of kintsugi soul work, is all the work that you do, you come back into a new whole, or your remembered whole. And then your energy, your life force, your Kisanomichi is your gold. Kathleen says, I get quiet when I'm figuring it out. Looking at tears can be anything. Tears can be grief. They can be joy. They can be gratitude. They absolutely can be a release. Taking a sacred pause, the quiet, the silence, taking the sacred pause and removing yourself from all those different things that are coming at you, so that you can just bond with yourself, go into your sacred core, is the important piece of recalibrating your nervous system, recalibrating who you are, because you are a different person than who you were before. And when I interviewed Rachel last night, there was that experience that I had last week with her, where I went into Grammy Bear mode automatically and was trying to protect her. And not because she lacked anything, but because I felt that it was my job to protect everybody. It pertained to her, yes. And I was concerned for her, yes. But I didn't assess her capabilities and just assumed that I needed to go in and save her. I didn't even ask her. It was poor choices on my part. And that made a big impact on me over the weekend as I was processing all through it. Jamie shares, I get reclusive when I need to figure things out. I think a lot of us do that. So for those in the audience, do you all get reclusive when you need to figure things out? Some people call it retreating. I call it choosing into a sacred pause. Could it be that healing looks like connection? That you reach out to a trusted friend and ask them to just listen, not offer a solution, but just to hold space for you as you're feeling your feels. And credit goes to Trina Landholm for that. Feeling your feels until you're complete, until you're done at that moment, because we're always healing. It always happens. And as we continue to move forward, excuse me, as we continue to move forward on our journey, that's the only important piece. Whether it's an incremental step or it's a huge stride. And some of us get shot off a rocket, it feels like. Just being seen and space held for you is healing. Being understood, being accepted without judgment is huge. These are some of the things that, if you attend the event, you're going to experience from the facilitators and the entire room full of people. Right now, we have 25 people that will be there. And we're hoping for more. Our capacity is 40. So we have some spots left, and it's going to be like having a warm hug in a grouping of amazing people. Sometimes healing looks like movement. And that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday, the 27th, is we're going to be moving. The energy of frequency will be moving in the sound bath. Someone is going to offer Tai Chi, some gentle moves, and you always have the choice to say no, thank you. Standing and swaying, just a gentle sway of your body, is enough to bring the healing in. Being open to receive. So comfortable clothing is a must. Yoga mat is a must. If you need something underneath your knees, possibly a pillow, I would recommend those too. And a water bottle. Although one of our vendors will have Kangen water there. We have 2 confirmed vendors, and we have one who is considering. There's going to be 5 vendors there. It's going to be an amazing experience that will include breath work, maybe a little bit of dancing. Definitely community and laughter. So healing and being mindful that healing you can feel the effects of healing up to 21 days after the experience. So if you're receiving Reiki, which is a possibility, whenever you get a massage, you can have that healing effect up to 21 days after. And it's important to drink water throughout the day. So, Rachel, are you able to come on, my friend? I think she's still struggling with her electronics. We are ecstatic she was able to do her interview yesterday, so yay, and thank you for trying to get on, Rachel. I appreciate the support. So our closing thought for this evening is healing isn't one thing. It can be quiet. It can be anger. It can be messy. And last Thursday, I was a hot mess. And if Rachel could get on to the microphone, she would tell you how much of a hot mess I was. Sometimes it's movement. Sometimes it's pounding your fist into a pillow or screaming. It's okay. You don't need permission to do that. I was told when I was younger, it's not ladylike to behave like that. Well, for those who know me very well, you know how I feel about that. So, anyone want to share any last things before we close? Give you a moment to share. All my friends here are distant from me, and I so wish you all could attend this event. Although, Kathleen, you have the most opportunity to attend if things align for you. All right. So thank you for being here. And if you know of someone, Jamie says, true, my feelings are feelings like a roller coaster. LOL, my mom said hit a pillow. So I do that. And I wish you could attend. Hey, Rachel.
Okay, so can't log in on my phone. I've established that.
So what are you on? Your laptop?
I'm on my laptop, but it took me forever.
But perseverance. Look at that.
I'm
And
here.
you were successful.
Can't see me, but I'm here.
No, I can see you. I can make you out, and I see the reflection of your glasses. So you're here.
And my teeth.
Kathleen says, second knee surgery, June 24th. Kathleen is getting new knees. I think you will be busy, my friend. So, yes. Jamie says, I want to attend it. I wish you could. Hey, Ren. There's a yay for your success, Rachel.
Yay.
Well, there's more than one yay because Jamie is yaying you too.
And Jamie should definitely hop on a plane and come and visit us.
Yep. It's not that far from LA to up here. So, yeah. So did you want to share anything about healing? What comes to mind when you think of healing?
Well, I've been on my own journey of healing. I feel so much lighter not packing all that extra trauma with me. I got a lot still to unpack, but I'm definitely a work in progress like everybody else out there. My healing journey, I've held on to it for many years. So yeah, it's time to release, let go, and love.
Releasing with light and love when we can get to that point. It doesn't happen overnight. This is a journey. It takes a while. And as you're going through it, we figure out what we have been bearing of ourselves and how do we pull that out and celebrate it. So Ren shares, I'm so excited for this event. I can't wait to interview you, Ren. It's going to be a really good interview. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be phenomenal. It's going, yeah. I'm so excited. And I really would love to max out the capacity of the Memorial Center that we're going to be in. It's a gymnasium. And again, capacity is 40 and we're at 25. So the early bird tickets are on sale. There's only, there was 10 of them. There's no longer 10 because we have sold some. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to get your ticket and experience this amazing energy that is going to be in this building. It's going to be palpable. Something to remember. And you get a resource guide that you get to look at after the event to remember to take notes, and not really journal. It's not designed for journaling. Well, not in my opinion anyway. But it offers you opportunity to share your insights. And you can look at it at during lunch, but we want you to stay in the moment, to connect with all the facilitators and to feel the magic that they're going to present throughout the day. Ren shares, I am at the point in my healing journey where identity shifts. On point. Yeah. I'd like to hear more about that when we do your interview. I'm very curious. So, and your interview is next Monday.
I
So,
love witnessing the changes that I see happening amongst everyone,
yeah.
the growth
Hmm.
and, the challenges
Yeah.
that we've all pretty much overcome. Well, not all, but some of us have overcome. And
Hmm.
just the transitioning that's happening, that you're
Hmm.
witnessing it is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's just the confidence building, the belief in self. Um, yeah, it's going to be powerful.
So
Ren shares, yes, next Monday at 4 p.m. Yes.
that's been my mission, to try to be on here as much as possible and talk. So I've opened up that throat chakra so that I could let it out.
Very good. Very good. I'm so proud of you. It just, your growth has been seen, we witness it, especially in the group, and everyone can be part of the group for those who come and choose to be in it, right? And you're held without judgment. You're held and your success is applauded. It's not, you don't say, that is a really good job and talk about you behind your back. That's crap. We don't do that. That's not acceptable. I will kick somebody to the curb for that. And I'm old enough to do it, damn it. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Is that the
Ren
military
says,
training coming out?
say again.
So that military training coming out.
Well, there is that. I was a sharpshooter back in the day, so before my ex-husband was, so he had to go out and become an expert marksman. He'll never see this, and if he did, he would laugh. So, Ren says, "I love that for you, Rachel."
Well, I can't wait to see Ren's
Hmm.
experience, her
Yeah,
lightning talk.
yeah. And that, so when you said lightning talk, the Holistic Healing Alliance is all about sharing healing modality or wellness modalities to the community, to the public, for those who have not experienced any of the alternative healing methods. So, like Reiki, sound healing, tuning fork healing, energy healing. There's a wide variety of different modalities out there, and really simple techniques to help you start your day and to help for you to remember that you're your own personal healer 24/7, and that in taking ownership of this healing, you're stopping the abandonment of yourself. You're putting yourself first and foremost, and then you're going to go help others, right? It's the whole taking the mask in the airplane scenario, but in a more loving way. So when we're sharing, we are booking what we're calling pop-up hubs, pop-up wellness hubs. And so our next one, again in Puyallup, will be on September 12th at the Puyallup Public Library. We're going to be there all day. Everything is free about this. You come in, you explore. You may get treated to a demo of a modality. There will be a mini sound bath. There will be Kangen water there as well, again, which is freaking amazing. And then you can walk out into the farmer's market, because the doors to our room is going to open right out into the farmer's market, and everybody from the farmer's market gets to come in. So we'll have that opportunity. So the potential for the practitioners, and we're still accepting practitioners who are interested in participating. And our other pop-up wellness hub, which was just confirmed yesterday, is going to happen in October with the nonprofit agency Rebuilding Hope. And that's the one that brings me to tears, that we get to support the people who are supporting those who have been hurt, for those who have been sexually assaulted. We get to support them with our gifts and talents in a way that is loving, and and we're still finalizing details. I have to hopefully go look at the room next week to see how many practitioners can fit in there. But my heart is full. Go ahead.
It sounds like a warm embrace to me.
Yes, yes, it is. And we're just going to continue on in this vein in supporting the staff who are doing this amazing work. And so Rebuilding Hope could potentially be a stepping stone to 4 other nonprofits that the point of contact wanted to connect us with initially. And we're saying maybe we should start off a little small and, just share what we do so there can be authority in your share of saying, yeah, you should have them come in, right? And I appreciate what she wanted to do, but she wanted us to go into a room of 40 people. And it's like, we may want to just scale that back a little bit and kind of stagger those out. So, but yeah. So for those who are watching live and on replay, if you know of someone, I'm getting emotional. If you know of someone who can benefit from this healing that's going to happen in such unique and a variety of ways on June 27th, please refer them to us. And so we can have a conversation with them about what are the possibilities, right? So the vendors, when they agree to be a vendor, when we're in session, when we're doing the workshops, they get to participate too, because we are a community. And so again, if you know of someone, send them our way. We would love to support them. So any last words from anybody before we go ahead and close? I always want to know what the lag time is so I don't shut it down too early. So it's like,
can't wait to see you all there.
Yes, it's going to be a phenomenal day. And I'm going to take your suggestion, Rachel, of buying Kleenex. I can already see that. All right. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending the love, Ren. And we will see you tomorrow tomorrow's Wednesday at 6:30.